Hello and welcome back to part 3 of Aiddecker's Android development tutorial series. In this series we're going to be covering developing a Hello World application. This tutorial can be found on the Android developer's website. It's all there, so if you want to read through that you can, or you can just follow along with this video. Okay, so start off, let's just make a new Java project, or Android project, sorry. Name it Hello World. Set the build target to Android 2.3.3 Gingerbread. Application name, Hello Android. Package name, let's go micmic.hello. Create activity, main hello, or hello main actually, let's do that. Hello main. Sorry. Minimum SDK version 10, as that is what Gingerbread is. Oh, I already have a file. Okay, so let's call it Hello Android. That error shouldn't pop up for you unless you already have a Hello World application or project folder in your workspace. So let's click Finish. Okay, Hello Android. Let's get down here and let's start off by opening the source. So what I'm going to do first, before I change anything, is I'm just going to run it. I'm just going to show you guys what a unedited stock Android application looks like, just pretty much basic. So we're going to right click on Hello on the Hello Android, Hello World if you chose that. Left click on, or right, hover over Run As, and then left click on Android application. It should automatically start running in your Gingerbread, and in this case my emulator is extremely big. I'll have to fix that. See if it starts up here. And there you go. So this is just basically a stock application. It's just going to say Hello World up here, Hello World, Hello Main. That's basically all it's going to say. So let's change that up a little bit. Let's head over to our layout main.xml file. And let's actually get rid of, let's go to the XML, the actual XML, and let's get rid of this line right here. Actually, I take that back. Let's just get rid of this whole thing. And hit Control S to save. Flip back over to here, and what we're going to do, we're not going to, in this tutorial, we're not going to be using the XML file for the UI stuff. We'll get more into that later. We're just going to use the Java for the layout. So let's start off by creating a new text view by typing in text view, name it TV, new text view, this. Let's import it. Let's set the text of the text view to Hello Android. And then we're actually going to take this line out of here and do set content view TV, which is setting the content to our actual text box. And let's just run this. Save it. Flip back over to our emulator as it starts it up. The emulator is possibly one of the slowest things in the world. Once we get into more advanced applications, I will probably be switching to my webcam and showing it on my Motorola Zoom or my actual phone. But now you can see what we have here is we have a title bar and our text box saying Hello Android. That text box will say anything that you typed into this string right here. Okay, so there's a lot more we can do with this, such as using a XML file. So let's change the content view to our main XML file. Oops, I forgot my quotes. Nope, it's a layout file, sorry. r.layout.main. This is basically setting the content of the view to the main layout file. So whatever is in here is what's going to show up out there. So let's start off by adding a text view to our layout and a button to our layout. Now what we're going to do is when the button is pushed, we're going to change this text to button pushed. Okay, so by doing that, we have to make a on button click listener for the button. So let's actually move over to our hello main.java file. Let's make a new method called public void on click with the parameters view and name it view. Okay, let's import view and let's head over to the to our button. Let's right click on the button, hover over properties, we'll get a bunch of options. Scroll down and find on click right here. And we're going to set it to the name of the method we made, so on click. Okay, so back here, what we're going to do is we're going to get a handle on our text view, which in this case, our text view ID is going to be text view 1. Okay, so let's create a new text view TV. It's just a field, and then in our onCreate method, let's actually find that TV. So TV equals cast a text view, find view by ID, r.id. Whenever you make a change in your XML file, if you want to make a handle on it by finding it with something like find view by ID, you have to make sure you save your layout file, so it changes the R layout file. So r.id text view 1. Okay. Now let's down here on the click we're going to go tv.set text to hello Android. The button was pressed. Okay. Let's test this out. Switch over to my emulator. Let the emulator boot it up. And let's click our button. And there we go. Our text changed to hello Android. The button was pressed. Okay. Now, let's work with two buttons. So if we're going to have two buttons, we're going to have to add another button to the layout. And we're going to have to make a new public void, another on-click listener. So on-click click 2 view. And let's go back here. Same thing as before. Properties. On click 2. And in the on click 2 method, 1 second, I have a phone call. I'm just going to pause. Sorry about that. Okay, let's continue. On click 2, we're going to set the text of the text view to hello Android. the second button was pressed. Okay. Save, or let's run this. Hit OK. Flip it over to the emulator. Press our first button. Hello Android, the button was pressed. Press our second button. Hello Android, the second button was pressed. Okay, that's all we have for today for part 3. I will be continuing with part 4, getting more in depth with XML files and other types of objects such as labels, or not labels, text, more into text views, more into buttons, and some other layouts.